Cheers, boys. Do me a favor and close your eyes for a while. Now imagine yourself as someone who did the work. Not when they wanted to, but every single time they would schedule a time, a period to do the work. They would sit down in front of that computer. You would sit down. And then you would do the work. Not when you wanted to, but when it was required of you. And with a smile on your face every single time. That is how I feel right now. After 5 days of dopamine detox, all I want to do when I wake up is work. Because what else is there to do? I don't need those stimulation anymore. Because one, I can't have them, but two, I don't want them. So what else is there for me to enjoy? Loneliness? No, only work is there. So instead of nothing, I choose to do work, and I do it with a smile on my face. And so far, this dopamine detox changed so much in my mind. It actually excites me whenever I check my calendar and I see this specific time and I know what task I need to be doing. And then I sit down with a smile on my face. I'm excited to do that task. I cannot wait to do that task. And I enjoy doing it. Not only am I excited to do it, but I love doing it. It brings me so much joy and happiness to sit down and do the task that I need to be doing instead of wasting my time or stimulating my brain. If you said to yourself that you would not have any stimulation, the only other option is to do nothing. And believe me, when you do nothing for a whole day, your brain will beg you, even an hour, your brain will beg you to start doing something. Even the most mundane task will become a pleasure for you, because the alternative, doing nothing, is so much worse. So your brain will get excited at the simple thought of just doing the work instead of doing nothing. And work feels so much easier now because I do not have that opportunity cost. Instead of work, I could be enjoying myself. That is not an option anymore. So instead of work, I can do work or I can do nothing. And try doing nothing for an hour. Comment it down below. Comment it if you ever tried it. 100% certain that hour might have been the longest hour of your time. I'm not talking about meditation. I'm talking about staring at a wall for an hour and not doing any work. I'm certain that your brain at the end would beg you to do the work that you procrastinated on for a week. Your brain would beg you to please start doing that paper. Please, I need it. I can't any longer. I need to do something. And not only is work easier and more fun, but in the afternoon, I used to get those crashes. I would get so much dopamine spikes. I would watch videos, I would listen to music. I would sometimes go on social media, so I would get those huge dopamine spikes. And in the afternoon, everything that's up high comes crashing. But now what I found is it stays relatively flat, but I feel like my energy increases every single day, every single hour. My energy increases to a point where I need to work. I need to be doing something because I have so much energy. I need to spend it on something. I can't keep it all inside. I need to spend it on something. Otherwise, it's all wasted. And before that, I just had those ups and downs. I would start in the morning, I have a huge up, and then I would go to the gym, I would come back, huge down. And then it would get a little bit back up, I would eat my supper, and then back down again. It was a huge roller coaster of energy level throughout the day. But now it's flat. And it's not only flat, but it's going up every single hour for some reason. And that's a huge surprise for me. I was not expected it. And it's both a blessing and a curse. And it actually started to happen yesterday. But I have so much energy right now that in order to be able to sleep at night, I need to work hard. If I don't work hard, there's an itch in my brain that I need to scratch, and it's not scratched. So I need to work. If I don't work, I have too much energy at night and I can't sleep. So I need to spend energy. I need to mentally exhaust myself in a good way. In a good way, because then I get a good night of sleep and I can start again tomorrow. But it's good that I get to work hard on things that matter. And I don't waste my energy on pointless things. Because before that, it felt like my energy would get sucked. Every time I pick up my cell phone, my energy would get sucked. Every time I open a conversation, that's brain point going on that conversation. Every time I open the social media to check something, that is brain point going there. It drains all your mental energy, all your brain point, all your willpower. It gets drained. Every time you open a web browser, you don't realize how much it sucks from you. It sucks that energy, that good energy that you would otherwise put into something productive, something that would further your achievements, your goal. But all of that energy sucked out of you and you don't even realize it. I did not even realize it before I started the dopamine detox. But now I see it clearly. Every time I open a social media, every time I open a conversation, every time I open a web browser, every time I waste my time with something that spikes my dopamine, it drains my juice. It drains my brain point. So that was a huge moment for me that made me realize how much my energy, my potential was wasted. And I don't want that for you as well. I don't want your energy and your potential to be wasted on something that is so not valuable, like social media. You get no value from that. The trade-off is you lose your brain power, you lose your energy, and you see funny pictures. And I know I'm like that. But if you were to film me while I was looking on Instagram at memes or pictures, whatever, I'll be like this. It's funny. It's funny. And I'll share this. It's not even, I don't even have those fun. It's not even fun. It's not even fun for me, objectively. I do it because I need to do it because I have been doing it for so long. Think about it. You're so addicted that you keep doing it just because you need it in order to feel normal. That is called an addiction. Drug users are feeling the same way that you do. They use the drugs because they need to feel normal again. And if you didn't know, I'll teach you something. But this is the baseline of a drug user, the dopamine baseline of a drug user. And every time they take the drugs, this is the first time they'll take the drug, the dopamine level will be here after they take the drug. And then it'll go down, just below baseline. And now they want the drug again. And if they don't consume right now, over a certain period of time, the baseline will come back here. But now it's here, and they want the drug again. So they take the drug again. And now the baseline is here, the level is here. But what happens? It's slightly lower than it was before. So what happens after the high is gone? The level comes just below the last time. And repeat the cycle long enough, and then soon enough, your new baseline is here. And you consume the drugs only to feel normal again. Come here. Only to feel normal again. And that is the same thing with social media. You consume social media only to feel normal again. You don't even have those fun moments. And I bet you that after my 7 days, I will open Instagram. I will look at 5 pictures, and those will be the best 5 pictures I've seen in a year because I've restrained myself to not go on social media for so long. It will be the best 5 pictures. It might be the biggest piece of shit memes I've ever seen in my life, but they will be the best 5 pictures I'll ever see in my year because I restrained myself. Finally, I wanted to talk about one issue that might happen, or it stresses me. There's no reason to be stressed about it, but it worries me. I say it like that. It worries me. In 2 days, it's my leg day. And Leg days are kind of hard for me. I love doing them, but I love listening to music while doing them. So it worries me that I won't be able to perform as much as I performed the weeks before. But like I said, on day 3, I'm not letting myself getting distracted with that barrier. I don't need that barrier. I know I will perform with or without any music, and I'm not going to let that mental barrier stop me. And this will be my last day. On leg day, I finish my dopamine detox. So it will be a huge relief. But that's it for today. So once again, if you have any comments, if you tried a dopamine detox, or if you are looking to try a dopamine detox and you need any tips, comment down below and I will answer all of your comments. Subscribe also if you're not already subscribed. And remember, do what is required of you, not what you feel like doing.